Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again. Hey man, first and foremost, I want to say I hope that everybody's having a beautiful day today. Want to give this good energy to y'all. I hope everybody's doing well. What have I learned in my 5 years on retention? Did I gain more confidence? Do I get more attraction? I'm gonna get into that. But first, I want to say this. A lot of guys lack confidence because they have nothing to live for. And I'm going to tell you something, guys, because I've been through the same thing. When I was in college and I was running track, that was where my confidence came from. I was very confident in college because I was doing something that I loved doing. I was running track. Yeah, I was in school, but track was what I really loved doing. And when you're doing something that you love doing every single day, it brings confidence. When I stopped running track when it was over, I felt my confidence drop a little bit. And every athlete goes through this. Whenever you compete at the highest level, college or even beyond, and when it's over, your confidence drops a little bit because you put so much energy into that field. Blood, sweat, tears, that is like losing a part of yourself. You have to find yourself all over again. And even though I had a good job, don't get me wrong, I had a good job at the college, but it doesn't fill that void. I was doing something to survive instead of doing something that I love. That's the difference. Yeah, I was making money, but I wasn't happy doing what I was doing. And a lot of guys are in this situation today. They're making ends meet, they're living, they're surviving, but they're not doing what they love doing. You're not living like you want to live. This taught me that you have to take chances. You have to get uncomfortable in your life, fellas. You can't just go with the flow. Let me rephrase that. You can go with the flow, but you can't just let life live you. You got to take chances. If it's something that you want to do, you got to go after it. Confidence stems from dreams and aspirations. You got to have dreams and aspirations. Something that you're striving for, goals. And then what you do is you start to take action. You get on your grind. You start to make movement on those goals. This brings motivation. Motivation is the desire to do something. So when you start making moves on your goals and your dreams, you start to have more desire to do it because it's energy and motion. And through motivation births confidence. You have something that you trust in. And then you build a routine with that. So now every day you wake up, you have something to strive for. You're living for something that you want to do with your life, which brings confidence. I learned this, guys. I wasn't always happy, man. I was living at home after college. Right? Living at home. Real talk. And I was at a point where I was trying to find myself again. So I got on this journey. Over the years, I started to notice the changes in my life. Just little changes. And how it was changing me as a whole. Like I was moving different. I wasn't attracted to the same things like I used to be. And even though I was on my journey strong, that still wasn't enough because I wasn't doing something that I loved doing. I didn't have a purpose. I didn't have no direction of where I wanted to go. This is the killer for us, fellas. It's not having no direction, not having nothing to strive for, nothing to live for. I always knew I had a bigger purpose than just working. Just working. Fast forward now, man, I don't work a 9 to 5 anymore. Right? I'm self-employed. I work for myself. I don't got to clock into a job when I wake up in the morning. And that looking back 5 years ago to now, I see how I did that. So every single day I would write my goals down and I would just tackle them goals, man. I didn't stop. I didn't let up. And once I complete one goal, it gave me the motivation to keep going and accomplish new goals. That gave me confidence. Over time, I started gaining more and more confidence because I was actually doing something and I was seeing results from it. No woman, no relationship, money, job, none of that's going to bring you confidence. None of that's going to bring you happiness or satisfaction. The satisfaction comes from you. It starts in here. Those dreams, those goals, that's where it starts from. And then it blossoms into something bigger. I never thought I'd be in a situation I am in today. I never thought I could be self-employed. Right? That was like a myth to me. I'm doing something that I love doing. And that's where it started from. It just started from having a vision. And just sticking to that vision. Sticking to that vision, making moves on it. I've seen a few stories where a few guys took their lives over a woman, over a relationship, girlfriend or whatever. And that's tragic. That's tragic. Guys, you have to have your own happiness first. Nobody's going to make you happy. And that's a result of that. RIP. But at the same time, that's been happening way before I was born. People take their lives over a relationship, a bad situation. Nobody can make you happy. That happiness comes from having a purpose, having something to live for. When you have something to live for, no matter what happens, no matter what relationship, what woman you're with, whatever, that's always going to be something you can fall back on. But so many guys sit around and wait for things to happen. They wait for a relationship. They wait. They're just sitting around waiting and working and waiting and working. And they never get that happiness. They never get that confidence. You're relying on something else to give you that. You got to get up and get it yourself. You got to get it yourself. I don't want to see you guys out here bad like that, man. Relying on a relationship to make you happy. Relying on somebody else. Make yourself happy first. When you make yourself happy first, you're going to be happy in any situation. You're not going to always be perfect. You're not going to always feel confident, but you have something that can give you that source of confidence, that source of happiness. That comes from having your life together, things that you can do for yourself. Right? I've had women leave me on read. I've had women, not talk to me again. It happens. It happens to everybody. But the difference between somebody who will let that crush them and somebody who can still be confident is that you still have a life at the end of the day. The difference is you know yourself and you have something that you're striving for. So that's always going to keep you on track. That's abundance. The attraction is crazy. But that's where the attraction comes from. The attraction comes from the confidence. The confidence comes from the motivation. The motivation comes from the movement. The movement comes from the dreams. And it's that simple. It's all tied in together. This is what 5 years has taught me. I've learned this in 5 years, that they all go together. It's not one thing, nothing separate. They're all intertwined together. Dreams, the grind, the motivation, the confidence, the attraction, the abundance. But it all starts from you. It all starts from you. So many people get trapped in the dream stage. Your dreams is not enough to sustain you. So many people have dreams and goals, but they never act on those dreams and goals. They never get on their grind for those dreams and goals. So they get stuck. They get stuck in that first stage. When all they got to do is just make movements. It don't matter what your situation in life is. All you got to do is make moves. And things will start to happen for you. Then you're going to get more motivation from that because you see things happening. Now you're going to have confidence because now you're doing something. You're building something. You have something going for yourself. Now you start to get attraction because now you're confident within yourself. That's a light that's going to shine that people are going to feel. That's the true essence of confidence and attraction of this journey. Finding yourself. It's always been you, and you've always had it inside of you. I had to learn that. It wasn't track that made me confident. I thought it was. It was just me doing something that I love doing and putting my energy into that. When in reality, all I had to do was find myself again. And that's what I want y'all to do. That's where I want to see y'all at. So when you guys ask me, why do I do this? Why have I been on this for 5 years? Because 5 years ago, I was unhappy. I was working a job I didn't like. Low confidence, low energy, all the above. Fast forward to now, I'm happy with myself. I'm more self-aware, high energy. I'm our own life story to tell. You got to take that chance to step out your comfort zone and go live that story.